Oh, right.
I've actually visited, I think it's Norton Avenue.
Oh, where they found her body?
Her.
Yeah.
Just a peaceful little neighborhood. Nothing special.
Then, though, it was like out the countryside, though. I mean, they found her in an empty lot, didn't they?
It was an underdeveloped neighborhood, so there was like little to nothing there. But now there's homes. It's just a normal neighborhood, nothing like special about it. I saw the American Horror Story, the castle from season 1 in Pasadena.
Okay.
Doc Brown's house.
Did you used to watch that show? What was the show Michael and Fiona used to watch?
Charmed.
Charmed. Did you ever used to watch Charmed?
No, my sister does.
There's the houses from that over in by Echo Park Lake.
The interesting thing is, there's actually a house between the Charmed house and the Thriller house. They're right. There's just a house between both of them, and I've been there.
Echo Park's got some interesting old buildings, and Silver Lake too.
Echo Park where the Charmed house is, babe?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
That's Echo Park.
It's Chandler's.
And that's where Chandler lives, in Echo Park.
And there's a lot of interesting places over there.
So Silver Lake's interesting. That's a really old
I
neighborhood.
think it's like Angelino Heights.
Yeah, but that's just like the real estate name for it, but it's actually Echo Park.
I've
You know.
basically visited every house that was used in a movie or TV show. Everything from Insidious to Halloween. Even though they picked up Michael Myers' house and moved it next to a railway. I mean, Genovese Avenue in Beverly Hills, that's where the houses for Nightmare on Elm Street are.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Brentwood, O.J. Simpson's condo. The bad thing about those places is there's shrubs and hedges, so you can't see anything.
Yeah.
No, did you do this on your own, or did you do one of those tours, organized tours?
On my own, usually Apple Maps told me which and where was the nearest to my last stop, and then I'd go there.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do.
But I've been to the Broad Museum, the Getty Museum. A lot of interesting places, really.
Well, there's
Did
a lot
you
of
do the
museums.
tour at the Walt Disney Concert Hall? There's a really fabulous free audio tour of that one. It's self-guided.
I don't think I've done that.
That's worth seeing
Yeah.
before you leave.
I've heard the Brainwash Museum in, is it Hollywood's good?
The Disney one is the Frank Gehry, the same architect that did the Guggenheim and Bilbao.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things. I love true crime, so I had like 200 places I had to visit.
Oh yeah. Tons full of that.
The A&Z Auto Center. I think it's near like South Pasadena is where the Hillside Stranglers were taken.
Oh yeah, Hillside Avenue is over there.
Yep. I went to the Moorish Museum on Franklin Avenue, Dr. Hodell's house.
What is that? Moorish? I don't know. I've been to most of these places. I don't know that one.
He was one of the richest people in LA, and he bribed the LAPD to escape the country from being charged with. He was thought, at least by the journals his son released to the public, as being the Black Dahlia killer.
Oh, okay.
And he fled to Cuba, I think, a few years later. He was not a good guy. But there's a lot of interesting places. Pasadena has all the good stuff. I think the only things I need to see is where they filmed Halloween, where Michael Myers is behind the hedge. It's always on the wrong side of town. And the Burger King, where they filmed the Back to the Future segment, where Marty holds the back of the pickup truck and goes across town.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's near the beginning of the film, isn't it?
I think it's in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. That is iconic.
I've been to the oldest McDonald's in Downey. I've been to the most cursed one in Ysidro near San Diego.
Cursed? How can you what's a cursed McDonald's? What happens there? You don't get your order right every time?
No, you die in the drive-thru.
Oh, okay.
In 1984, the worst mass shooting happened there. I think last year they celebrated the 40th anniversary.
Okay,
But
so
a lot of people, I think like 23 people died in there.
all right.
And this was pretty rare back in the day. Like, this never happened. Until it did, of course. And it's the worst act of violence in California history. And they tore it down, rebuilt it, but it's still open. Crenshaw Avenue, the second oldest McDonald's, is over there.
Okay,
with
well, that's over there.
garages.
Crenshaw Avenue, is that?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
We're on our way. We're going through Crenshaw.
I've been to the Dolby Theater.
Oh, that's fun.
I think there was a hotel where they had the Oscars in March.
The Biltmore. And they used to have the Oscars at the
Yeah,
Biltmore
the early days.
in the
Biltmore.
30s, and early 40s, and also at the Pantages too.
I wouldn't probably stand near the Biltmore. The Skid Row slasher used to be around there. I always think of the hash slinging slasher from SpongeBob. That's funny. The Roosevelt is a little haunted. I think that's more toward Hollywood.